Hey everybody, welcome to Froggy Stocks. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only, not a financial advisor. We got to talk. We got to talk about failure to delivers. We got to talk about everybody pushing all these other catalysts that are complete nonsense, that get the community too worked up on hopium. There's some things that are good, some things that are nonsense. But the whole point is the way things are pushed creates hopium, which creates downward pressure later on when what is supposed to happen doesn't happen. And that's what I want to talk about first. Executive Order 14032, pushed very hard by boss blunts. Yeah, boss blunts. Yes, it's very important. But the way it was pushed was like, this is the end all. This is what's going to cause the rip, the dip, all this stuff. And it didn't. It's a very important puzzle piece, but it didn't cause it. And people get really, really depressed, and they get very paper handy when these big YouTubers push these events that never happen. They push the things that are, they say this is going to come into place and this is going to happen. This is going to be huge, and it's not huge. It's just another market day. And again, I'm not attacking these guys. I'm just saying the way it's pushed is not good. If you have something to bring up, 14032, phase 6, 13F2, blah, 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 short reporting, bring it up, educate the community. But in no means should it be pushed like, this is going to end all, phase 6, oh my God, hashtag all this, save Billy, blah, blah, blah. It's getting too many people that don't understand what 14032 and what phase 6 is, too worked up thinking something's going to happen and it's not happening. Now, if you try to educate people correctly and they just didn't understand it, no, it's not your fault. But if you are pushing the content and it's not having the desired effect in that it's giving people hopium, then you need to step back and say, this is not going to cause the squeeze. It's just another puzzle piece. But why would you push it to the extent like it is? It's just getting annoying. When the there is right in front of us. Failure to delivers. Not enough people are talking about this. I've been talking about it for over 2 weeks. Just a couple days ago, Wired and Sal Meme Lord wanted to get on and come after me saying that I'm looking for attention because I was talking about failure to delivers 2 weeks ago, and then all of a sudden APE's on the threshold list. These nameless, faceless accounts in the community, the people who you don't know who they are, have too much pull in saying what goes on. They're gatekeepers. They have way too much influence over people that are inexperienced investors, and it is absolutely pissing me off to the max. I've been telling you guys. I told you about Revlon. I told you about BBIG. I told you about APE ripping. It went to $10. Everybody was positive. I told you guys about the next dip. Now I'm telling you about failure to delivers and why it's so important and why Adam Aron brought it up in the last 2022 annual. When APE was issued as a dividend, it was supposed to be 1-to-1, 1 APE per 1 AMC share, right? That did not happen. We immediately had failure to delivers on APE. We had them because there wasn't enough APE to give to AMC shareholders, meaning those shares were never delivered. They were failed to be delivered, which is why we're on the NYSE threshold list. After 5 consecutive days of failing to deliver, APE gets on the threshold list, and after 13, there's some big things that happen in forcing close these positions. Not your position, the people who made the position, the synthetic AMC shares. Right now, APE is trading, let's see, let's do a comparison with AMC. APE is trading nearly 5 to 8, almost 25 to 30% off of what it should be trading. Thoughts? T90 is bullshit. It's the stupidest thing. There's nothing with T90. It's another thing put out in the community by somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. 30% price difference in APE versus AMC when it's a 1-to-1 preferred equity with same voting rights is not supposed to happen. So right there, we know there is a 30% price gap in that they should be trading equally, which makes me think, 30% of the float is not accounted for out there. Then you add in the short interest of AMC and APE, and we're looking at 50 to 60% of the entire float of APE is just missing. It's absolutely crazy. So I called FTDs. We're on the threshold list with APE. I'm also calling that AMC will have massive FTDs from the date of the 15th through the end of August. We ran to 27. We got crushed the week before the APE dividend was issued. 27 down to 24. Absolutely crushed. I think 22 actually. And in that, the only way to do that is to increase short interest, people selling, or increase failure to deliver, FTDs. So I made this tweet today. I'm going to read this in a minute, but I want to talk about what Adam Aron did. By distributing APE and why he said share count, he knew immediately as soon as APE was distributed, because there are shares out there that are not supposed to exist, failure to delivers would pop up. High failure, high numbers, and high consistency of failure to delivers by definition is a sign of naked short selling, which we've seen in the past. We're still seeing it. It's absolutely crazy. I want to play this clip again of Adam Aron in the 2022 annual talking about failure to delivers. It's extremely important, and there's a reason why he told us this.
Laws are quite precise about what the CEO of a public, and we've said that because we have no reliable information and we are a public company, and securities laws are quite precise about what the CEO of a public company can say and cannot say, that the best thing for us to do is make no comment. It doesn't mean that we're not looking carefully at what's going on around us, and I will disclose today, for example, something you are not aware. I know that one of the many concerns that you will voice is something about sales that deliver shares. You should know that we have contacted the New York Stock Exchange on more than one occasion over the past year to inquire of the exchange about the failed to deliver shares in the AMC stock. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do that again in the near term. So,
right there, he even said it. We're going to contact the NYSE again about failure to delivers in the near term. Now is the near term. I guarantee you they're talking about it already. The threshold list will be updated at the end of close today, Tuesday, the 6th of September. No data yet. We should still be on the threshold list. If we're not, that means they closed out APE FTDs, which would give us price action that we are absolutely not seeing today. So there's that. The theory on the failure to delivers is, I read you guys in a past video, Reg SHO 204 Rule 10b21, which is talking about intentional failure to deliver, which is naked short selling, price manipulation, breaks the 1934 Securities Exchange Act. In the rule, there's some text that I'm still waiting on the SEC to come back to define. It says you can cover a failure to deliver on one company with a like security of size and quantity. It doesn't say it has to be the same security. I'm thinking this entire mess is them getting another security from another company that's like AMC, the formation of the stock, the value, the quantity, etc. And they're using that as collateral to cover their FTDs, which puts synthetic out into the market, which you would not necessarily see as a synthetic because it's being wrapped up in a swap. That negative impact is now on the company they borrowed from. It's absolutely crazy what they're doing. So now we have APE out, which Adam Aron said would be a form of a share count, which immediately got put on the threshold list with the NYSE, which means there was failure to delivers more than likely the first day it was issued. We saw the 5-day delay period with the brokers. That's so they could scramble and try to find shares and rehypothecate from account to account. It's absolutely crazy what they did. There's still people who don't own their shares. 5 days later, we're on the threshold list. We've been on there for 3 or 4 days now. If we go 13, there's going to be some forced action by the NYSE against the people who failed to deliver the APE. And in doing that, they're going to expose AMC synthetics out in the open market. I don't care if it's 30 million synthetics or 5 billion synthetics. We're already 20% short on the free float. There's 190 million shares borrowed on AMC. If there's another 30 to 40% or more synthetics of AMC out there that never got APE, that is huge. That is a massive squeeze scenario. So in that, T plus 35 from the date that AMC started getting attacked, the week we ran to 27, to the date that they supposedly delivered APE is September 30th. Little tinfoil hat, it's just funny. Adam Aron's birthday is on September 30th. That is the start of the T35 date for the AMC shares. Not only that, within that period, you're going to get your 13, T plus 13 on your APE shares being on the threshold list, which is another big deal. So if APE gets forced closed out on the threshold list, price is going to skyrocket. When that price skyrockets, either A, shorts are going to panic and cover and get out of APE, which can make it go further, or B, Adam Aron dilutes, sells some stock over $10 a share, makes $3 billion. Then the dilution to debt payoff ratio is more value than the dilution could bring the price down. We go even further. Then in that panic, they have to cover their shorts on AMC and AMC runs. It's going to be a serious situation. If they take APE off the threshold list and we see no price action, something very illegal happened. I do believe part of Adam Aron's trip to Europe was because of the exchanges that were having problems in Germany. But I also think he's going around talking to brokers, maybe not brokers, but talking to exchanges and such, setting the groundwork up for saying, hey, you guys are manipulating our stock. We want to see action or we're going to file suit, which I think is coming. So in that, I made this tweet this morning. It's an all-in-one. This is everything I've experienced for the past 16 months. It's obvious at this point that AMC Theaters as a company was and is under attack by market makers, funds, and banks. It was set up next for breakup value, and the synthetic naked shorting took place from 30 down to $1.90, and when discovered, the villains became trapped. They got discovered by us and trapped by us. AMC stock is still under attack to this day. Failure to delivers, naked shorting, MSM stock bashing, forced halts triggered to suppress momentum. Gary Gensler, SEC, DTCC, and FINRA, and the DOJ, and multiple members of Congress are completely implicated in this Ponzi scheme to cash in on American companies by shorting them to zero and leaving billions of synthetics on the books for years. This was attempted on Overstock, also starting back in 2016, in which they created T0 and exposed synthetic naked short selling. Excuse my allergies are bad again. It's absolutely disgusting at this time. Our government, especially members of U.S. Congress, such as Senator Warren, Senator Toomey, did not put in place short selling protections on companies that were federally and state level forced shut down during COVID, during the pandemic. Almost as if they knew what companies would get to survive and what companies would not, in an attempt to help out Jeff Bezos and Amazon grow their market share and bolster streaming services such as Netflix, which were held heavily by institutions like Citadel. All parties named in the above tweet have been operating lawlessly, unconstitutionally, and without morale, breaking multiple times 1934 Securities Exchange Act, and in turn creating a national security risk in the form of global economic collapse soon coming. CEO Adam, is no longer time for pounce. It's time to go to war and protect our company. I have every faith that AMC Theaters is currently in works, filing actions against the SEC, DTCC, and NYSE for the absolute failure of the APE dividend launch and distribution. If not, then we have a problem. That's my personal opinion of everything that's been going on, where it's going, and stern and very prominent action needs to be taken before September is over, or this is just going to get swept under the rug. APE exposed AMC synthetics. APE has massive failure to delivers. I assume AMC is going to have massive failure to delivers in the second half of August, which we'll see that data by October 1st. And in that, we've exposed this entire market of synthetics. The simple fact that the price action is not meeting AMC and APE on an equilibrium, $8 at minimum, $9 at minimum, matching each other. They're running close to the same pattern, but they're not matching each other, is a 30 to 25% offset in shares. Meaning somebody has more AMC shares out there than they do APE. It's something crazy, something insane is going on. Either way, threshold list, APE, 13 days. APE went on the threshold list on, I believe, the 2nd. Let's check the first just to make sure. Nope, it was on the first too. And the 31st. Okay, we've been on there longer than I thought. Okay, 31st. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. September 5th. That's not right. Oh, I went backwards. I'm sorry. August? September. Yeah, that's 13. Where are we sitting today? What is today? The 6th? So we're nearing, if they're not on there today at the end of the day, that's 13 days. That's huge. So we've been on there longer than I thought. Let me recount, make sure I'm right. 31st. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm doing it wrong. 7. My bad, guys. This calendar's weird. So that's 7 on the 9th. 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The 19th. I'm sorry, the 19th. There we go. September 19th. 13 days on the threshold list for APE. Big time problems for the market makers. Force close. One of the more important things is we've seen multiple hedge fund guys arrested. The whole Bed Bath & Beyond scenario, which is really shocking. I think everything that's going on with Bed Bath & Beyond is the market and the MSM trying to smear Ryan Cohen and entrap him in something he did not do. He very simply bought shares of Bed Bath & Beyond, and then he filed to sell shares. When I think what happened, he realized the board, the CFO and the board members were talking amongst themselves, saying this is going to be a big time for us to cash out of Bed Bath & Beyond. Cohen knew it. Cohen heard it, called the SEC, and got the hell out. I think that's what happened. The CFO was caught. That's my personal opinion. It's still sad, but this is like 2008 all over again. People are jumping off of buildings because they're all implicated. They're all insider trading. Nord Stream 1 shutdown, energy crisis in Europe, Russia, Ukraine still going on. Now they want to ban gas vehicles in California. They're doing everything specifically to shut our economy down that I've ever seen possible in my life. Inflation is rampant. Interest rates are still going up. Housing market is collapsing, especially here in Albuquerque. There are multiple foreclosures and multiple 25K price drops coming in on houses just in the past 2 weeks. The economy is crashing. They need it to go lower. They need the S&P to go lower. They can't cover their shorts unless the market tanks out, but it's not happening because retail has came in and supported a bottom. Nobody in retail is selling, and we're the only ones in the market that have cash. We're not margined. We have cash in the market, true positions in the market, and we're supporting this bottom that is not healthy for the rest of the market, the short sellers who are trapped in their bad plays. So this is where I sit, guys. September 30th is T plus 35 for AMC FTDs, which we will see the second half of August data on October 1st. September 19th is 13 days on the threshold list for APE. Very big deal. We've got Adam Aron specifically talking about it in the 2022 annual, talking about going to the NYSE about failure to delivers again. I believe they've been setting this up with the NYSE for a long time in that they put APE on the New York Stock Exchange and filed with them directly, used computer share, which now all the FUD is dispersed. Bottom line, if everybody would have just DRS their AMC shares, this would have already been over. But there's too many people out there who put too much freaking FUD out that some of y'all on Twitter would rather listen to a freaking cartoon character talking about random shit than legitimate people who know what they're talking about online in the market mechanics and the play who have been around for 16 months. I see it all the time. So that's all I got. That's my thesis. Failure to delivers are through the roof. APE 13 days on the REG SHO threshold list. There are synthetic AMC shares out there exposed by the APE distribution failure. Adam Aron and company will be going back to the NYSE, and in that they should be filing a ruling or a complaint on REG SHO 204 10B-21, which is intentional creation of failure to delivers, which by definition is naked short selling. In that, why it's illegal in this case is because they are manipulating the price of AMC theaters every single Friday to make the options, to make the price tank So they pull the call options out of the money, steal the premium, and their puts land in the money. That is price manipulation. It is illegal. It is a national security threat. Swing trade Mars. APE on threshold without public option chain is interesting for sure. Absolutely. And that's where the problem started. The option chain got shut down and suddenly, boom, we see APE on the threshold list. They were going to try to manipulate APE in through doing options, which immediately Robinhood, once again, as soon as their name was mentioned, shit went down. They are the left hand, right hand of Citadel. They are a dumpster fire. I highly recommend at this point in time, everyone and anyone, get away from the brokers that give you sign up for Moo and you get free shares. Fidelity is a non-PFOF broker that you can select to go lit exchange, buy your shares on a lit exchange, IEX, and transfer to computer share for free. Guys, there's still people out there using Webull. There's still people out there using Cash App. If you're using those brokers, you are engaging in payment for order flow, meaning Citadel pays that broker for your orders so they can see where the market's going to go and front run the market. That's how they're beating us. And there's still people not listening. It's absolutely freaking irritating that we've been talking about this for 16 months and there's still people like, oh, man, I'm on Cash App. Cash App is for prostitutes and drug dealers. Stop using them. Get a real broker, Fidelity. Then, if you want a diamond hand even harder and pull shares off of the market and put them direct registered in your name in book form, you go to computer share. You DRS your shares. I've got 50% of my position DRS'd and I got my APE on time and my name is in the book at AMC Theaters every meeting. Thomas Spencer, X many shares. Here's my phone number. Adam Aron goes, this motherfucker's a real ape. He's actually diamond handing. If I was the CEO and I was worried about the stock squeezing and the movement running away, to see people's name on the book every earnings call would make me feel a lot better. Either way, that's all I got, guys. I got a little bit of a headache. Sorry, I'm not going to get comments today. I think the YouTube money comes in on the 26th or something like that. So as soon as I get it, I'm going to run out, buy a bunch of AMC gift cards. I'll be posting them on Twitter for everybody through the rest of the month. And all you got to do is take a picture of it or scan it and put it into your AMC stubs. First come, first serve. First person to get it in their stubs account and redeem it is the one who gets it. Much love to all of you. Good luck for the rest of the trading week. See you on the 19th, and I'll see you on the 30th for Adam Aron's birthday.